Hi guys. Oh, and welcome to your August 2021. This is going to be the you versus them reading for the beautiful sign. There we go. For the beautiful sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bam, hello to my members, and hello to my patrons, and to my coffee club. Thank you for buying me a coffee. If you have done so, I am giving away complimentary memberships over there in the giveaway. If you're interested in that, that link is below in the description box. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so right now, Aquarius, I must admit I am a little confused at the masculine energy, but then when I started to actually shuffle for the feminine energy, then I understood just a little bit more. Okay, and the sunlight, I need something to make that. Let me see. It's just I'm trying to get rid of that glare. It's driving me nuts. That's way too much, but we're gonna keep it pushing. And it looks like there's definitely something that has come crashing down between you guys. Wow. But let's go ahead and get started. First card in the masculine energy is the Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles, an interesting energy. Okay, of course, at the very core of the Three of Pentacles is planning, teamwork, competence, so forth and so on. More importantly, it focuses on a group. It's a big group card. Is what do we do together? And remember, it's three. It's not two. And a lot of the times when I see this, it definitely indicates, obviously you need to be prepared. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's meeting goals. But it's more so surrounded around the group more so than something that you do obviously alone. So I'm not a fan of the Three Pentacles, in a relationship type reading, more often than most. If it is not third party energy, that other pentacle still indicates, well, that there's another pentacle. If it's me and you, it should be two of those. But of course, that card carries a different meaning. And I'm not saying that it can't just be two people that need to, work together in this third pentacle. But trust me, 9 times out of 10, that third pentacle always represents something else, whether it's the family you built together, your assets, or something. Something is in the masculine's energy, and it is obviously accomplishing mission impossible almost, because when this three is here, obviously there's something that needs to be together, something that needs to you need to work together toward a common goal. So obviously there's something that's a little out of whack. In the feminine's energy, we do have the King of Wands. Obviously, this is no shabby king. Very, very enthusiastic. The energy of the King of Wands, creative, inspiring, forceful, charismatic, and bold, or charismatic. Let me say that this is fire energy. It is very positive, okay? I want to let you know this is enthusiasm. This is leading. Aquarius feminines, you have no problem with that. One of the things that I want to draw attention to with this particular card per se is the fact that this is a blended card, and this is also the Magician. So if you can see, where's my wand, this particular that he has all of the tools in the arsenal to manifest the abundance that is needed, and it's just about where to use those. Maybe we need to repolish these. Maybe we need to polish the cup, I don't know, dust off the wand, polish the sword. You get what I'm saying. So there is something that needs to be taken care of. There's something in your energy that you want to see come to fruition, and you're being told that you have everything. It's time to take action. Overall, this is a good card for action. So there's something that you should be doing, something that should have been done, something that you have wanted to do, Aquarian feminines, and now is the time to get that done. So overall, you're in really two different energies almost. So my Aquarian masculines know that something needs to be done as far as a team. It needs to be togetherness. We need to combine our forces and get the job done. However, my Aquarian feminines are in an energy where I got all the tools and I need to take action with these tools, not use one at a time, but use all four of them together and really get it cracking the way that I need to get it cracking. I need to, and AKA, I need to take action because I have it in me. It's right here in my hand. Okay. Now, if we talk about what has happened in the energy in the past, with our masculines, they have had a hard time staying afloat. They were very defensive. The action, you were being fought on the action they needed to be taken, feminines. They were in an energy of, it was a struggle to stay ahead, but it's a struggle to stay ahead because maybe they didn't understand what you were struggling from, or what they didn't understand what they were why it was a struggle. All they knew is that they didn't want to do it. They were very aggressive. They were defiant. They were, very convicted on not giving you what you wanted or not seeing things your way and holding their position, standing up for what they believe. But what exactly did they believe? All I know is it's just like, okay, so you just don't want to do this just because you don't want to do it. Okay. And the bottom of the deck, or what happened in the past with my feminines, is you were in a Knight of Wands. So there's something that you are passionate about, because in the past you were the Jack. Now you are the King. Typically, this card has a lot of bad connotations when we're talking about it in the form of romantic wise. But again, you have been passionate about something that makes you happy. And it could have been you just get into a standpoint where you're like, you know what? You're realizing that you have more than just this wand within you. You also have those other tools. So it looks like you're kind of coming into your own, feminines. You're just like, you know what? And it could be something that's very close to that Capricorn reading where, they didn't want it when you wanted it. And now you're kind of okay with doing it by yourself. Maybe at first it was a problem for you. And I apologize if you hear any noise out there. My office place is very close to the pool. And for some strange reason, they are out enjoying the weather because it is like 100 degrees in this desert. Oh, can't wait till this is over. And I don't understand why when they're jumping in the pool, they have to scream. Like somebody's out there screaming like they're being chased, like Freddy or Jason is out there. So if you hear that, I apologize. Back to this. So there is something that you came into the realization of. I am interpreting that because it is the same energy and the same energy in the same vein. There's something that you were afraid to take action on, or you took action on it and you felt like you were chasing your tail. And a lot of the times, and this is some fire energy. So there's something telling you directly that you must take action. Okay. They were all about taking the action on their end, but you were the one that actually needed to do something. Okay. Feminines, let's get into it. First card and the masculine energy is the Knight of Cups. And this may be surprising to you guys because you're like, huh? And this is what I'm seeing. As you can see, there is two fish. You feel like masculine is fickle. That came up. They kind of, maybe they're in and then they're going to change their mind. Definitely Piscean energy here. They're being romantic now. They're being all sensitive. They're telling you what you want to hear. They're all sweet. And you're looking like, what you want? That's how you looking at it. Like, now it's like cowboys and Indians. Let me hurry up. So I feel like either they're being sweet or they're being sensitive. I mean, I feel like this is the energy. Obviously, that Knight of Cups is all of those things. But when I tell you what else is here, which is interesting, when we're looking at the Four of Cups, then it's like they're going within at the same time. So they're not really focused on their emotions with this energy. That's why I said I was confused as soon as I opened up the reading, and I was telling you I was confused with the masculine energy. They're going within and contemplating and taking the time to reflect. But at the same time, there's a level of sensitivity here. And maybe they're showing you some empathy now. and they're trying to understand where you're coming from, and they know that they put you in the place, so they're kind of following suit because we do have the Tower. They do think that there's a level, unfortunately, and it is completely contradictory. This is the Tower and the Six of Wands. They really do think that they can be triumphant in this relationship, okay? Yet, it has come crashing down. Something is changed between you guys. That's really interesting. They're the ones that cause this trouble, yet they're the ones that don't really want it to be over. They are kind of reevaluating things, but honestly, I don't feel like, I'm looking at this and they're showing a lot of compassion right now. They're showing empathy. They're probably very sensitive to how you're feeling. If you're open to talk about things, they're doing that right now. But at the same time, I think what they're doing is trying to kind of temper themselves almost, although temperance isn't here. They're trying to show you some sensitivity and some compassion because they know that they were the rotten you-know-whats that kind of put you guys where they are, where you guys are collectively. And that's the reason why this Three of Pentacles is here. So that kind of explains it to me. But when we look at where you're at, you are not in the same place when we're talking about the Ten of Swords. You're stressed out. And you don't want the stress. You're understanding that through this stress and through this completion, there's a specific action that you need to take as far as ridding yourself of the stress. You just have not wrapped your head around doing it. You have completely bottomed out, feminines. It's time for you to get out and put your own interests first instead of putting your own interests last. It's time to get out of this. And what I say is if you're in this energy too long, you can start to have a victim's mentality. So this is making sense now, but if you look at this, Aqua feminines, this is also judgment. So, you know, with having this Emperor here and going from a Jack to a King, with me telling you that you need to take action now, this makes a whole lot of sense. You are being reborn. You're going through a judgment. You're definitely making an honest appraisal now of what is going on. Also, heeding the call, feeling your inner conviction. It's time to take some action. And what is that action? We'll find out in the clarifiers. But intuitively speaking, it's time for you to leave this relationship. Is what I'm feeling. Interestingly enough, on top of you being stressed out, you are also dealing with the burden. There's not just the stress, the thoughts, the feelings, the fears, all of the things that come along with sword energy. There's also the load you've been carrying. My God, you've been carrying this so long. You've overextended yourself. There's a lot of burdens. There's a lot of struggles. You're like fighting an uphill battle. And you are mirroring because it is time for it to come down. You feel that you guys can be triumphant apart. You didn't feel that way at first. The triumphantness is the energy of the Six of Wands. That is the Tower. You guys are mirroring. Yes, you are. And one side, which is the masculine side, feels that you guys can be successful if it's restructured. You, on the other hand, feel like you can be successful if you just end this and walk alone. That's where you are, period. And I feel like there's a lot of, and that's why you have the Magician, because your spirit guides are speaking to you, Aqua Feminine Collective, and telling you that you can do this. You can leave. This is what you're being told. This is not a situation that's conducive for your growth. It's going to keep you stagnant. If we go to the top of the deck on the masculine side, they are saying, but you are still my favorite. You represent wish fulfillment. And this is probably what's making it hard for you, because this person comes and they're fickle. One minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. And it keeps you confused. Let me tell you, I hate to say that, but that is kind of a narcissistic trick. Maybe they don't know they're a narcissist. Maybe they're borderline narcissists. Maybe they're not narcissists at all. But a person that keeps you confused keeps you stuck. You understand? If you're in a state of confusion, then you're stuck. Because one minute when you feel good, it's like, you know what? Okay, You have the strength to move forward. And then when this person's acting ass again, and you're like, oh my God. Think about living in a constant state of confusion. You are ready. You're going to advance from the 10 of spades or the 10 of swords into the ace of swords. You're going to advance from the 10 of clubs, which is also the 10 of wands, into the ace of wands. If you let this come crashing down, it seems scary, but the majority of you are ready. You know why? Because the top of your deck, you are now in the 7 of cups. It's not about going after what makes sense now. Let me explain. It's not about necessarily, when I say go after what makes sense, it's not necessarily anymore about a person. It's about you. You have options. Viable or not, you have options. It's not about viable when we're looking at it from that standpoint, because there's action that needs to be taken. If it was just it alone and did not have the beautiful energy of this magician, then I would say you feel like you have options, but those options have also just been just ways for you to escape. We have to get out of that, because this is wishful thinking. There is no wishful thinking. There's wishful action that needs to take place. Do you understand? All right. So because you have this overall energy of this magician, I know you're ready to change this from a 7 of cups to an 8 of cups and really walk away from this situation that's no longer serving you. So I know it's been a struggle, but both of you guys are bracing yourself for the Tower. I just don't think that they are going to let you go. And you, on the other hand, are really planning on being let go of. Clarify. But see, this is what's confusion, because the masculines are saying, I do love you. That's the problem. And they feel like you let them down. Interesting. I know you're like, how? They still feel pain. Well, you know, regardless of how, just because they hurt you don't mean they're not human. Hurt people. So your action or your decision to decide to put yourself first, it feels almost as if, how dare you be offended because I put myself first? But think about it. If a person doesn't feel like they're doing anything wrong, you know, they feel like, how dare you put yourself first? You know, it's like, what? Do you hear what you're saying? Look at that. I won't let you down. You let me down, but I won't let you down. I miss being with you. You know, Jesus. Yeah, but look at this. I know you don't feel the same. Ooh, they know. But they don't care. They're so used to being with you. And I know you've been bearing the water because you're a water bearer. I'm looking at the burdens over here and the stress on your side anyway. It's time. It's completion time. It's completion time. That's all. So, you know, they are not trying to really respect the boundaries that you have put up. They are being empathetic. They are showing compassion, but they really don't think that your version of this Tower ends in leaving them. Show me what my feminines are thinking. Clarify. You miss seeing them. Okay. This doesn't necessarily have to resonate. I saved your text messages. Okay. What else do we have here? Uh-oh. Wow, I just seen it. I don't know how to feel. I just seen it. Hold on. Here we go. Yes, I saw that. I see my life differently now. You do. You do. You do. You absolutely do. You don't see your life. You let me down. And you don't know what comes next. I do believe that this is what you are feeling, feminines. And I want to say that you really do see your life differently because you see your life without them now. And I think that ultimately, although they're hiding their feelings, they feel let down because you are choosing or acting, or there's something different. You have a different pep in your step. You're done. And there's something in your actions that has them shaking in their boots because you have these tools. They can say what they want and they can do what they want. It just doesn't hit the same that it used to hit, does it? It doesn't hit the same. You're changing. They're reevaluated, but you are at the end. You're at the end of your rope. And you're accepting this tower. You accept the parameters of the tower. You are at the end of your rope. You have had it. Masculines on the other side wants to restructure this and wants to kind of rededicate themselves to this for the umpteenth time. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Certainly hope it resonated. I will see you in the next one, Aqua. Bye, guys.